What are some options to recover an Optima or any AGM battery that is difficult to recharge? The most common reason an Optima battery may have difficulty recharging is if it is deeply discharged or if it has been stored without a proper charge. We're going to talk about some options that will recover most deeply discharged batteries. The best method for consumers to maximize AGM battery performance or to recover a deeply discharged battery is to use a modern AGM-specific battery charger like the new Optima charger's Digital 1200 12-volt battery charger and maintainer. This charger was specifically designed by Optima to enhance the charging characteristics of Optima batteries, and for that matter, all high-performance AGM batteries. It will also charge regular lead-acid batteries and recover deeply discharged batteries. We do not officially endorse specific chargers outside of our own. However, we understand there are many chargers on the market to choose from. Chargers with AGM compatibility are becoming more common, and they work great for all lead-acid batteries. In most cases, these chargers will recover deeply discharged AGM batteries as well. For many of you who still own and use an older style analog charger, you may still be able to recover a deeply discharged battery. If an Optima battery is deeply discharged below 10.5 volts, many basic battery chargers will not supply a charge. An Optima may not recharge to its maximum performance if treated as a regular flooded or gel battery. To charge a deeply discharged battery, you can wire a second fully charged automotive battery, like this one here, to the discharged Optima battery and wire them in parallel. Then hook up your conventional battery charger to the discharged battery. Set the charger for 10 amps. When the battery has been deeply discharged, some sulfation of the battery plates may have occurred. If you charge at 10 amps, the higher current will help break up the sulfation. After you've hooked up the battery charger, let it charge for 2 hours, monitoring it frequently. When the discharged battery reaches 10.5 volts or more, remove the second battery and continue charging the AGM battery until it's fully charged. If you have an automatic battery charger, let it run until the charger indicates charging is complete. If you have a manual charger, estimate charging time based on the capacity of the battery. In most cases, this step will recover the AGM battery. It's okay for the AGM battery to get slightly warm during the charging process, but hot to the touch means there could be a short and the process should be discontinued. There are other tricks to recovering deeply discharged batteries, but some are not safe for the typical consumer. If you're someone who just simply doesn't want to hassle with their battery, exercise option 3, and that's to take the battery to a professional battery specialist who knows AGM technology. Most of them are willing to provide charge and check procedures for a very small fee, and many of them will provide the service for free. Battery specialists are experts that can help determine if your battery is recoverable or not. In conclusion, the scenarios and options I just outlined should cover the majority of all deeply discharged automotive batteries. Do I need a special charger for my Optima battery? There are special high-performance AGM battery chargers on the market that will maximize an Optima battery's life and performance, like the Optima charger's Digital 1200 12-volt battery charger and maintainer. However, under normal vehicle starting applications, most regular automatic lead-acid battery chargers will work just fine to charge an Optima. An Optima is an AGM battery, not a gel battery, nor is it a regular flooded battery. A deeply discharged Optima battery with less than 10.5 volts may not test or recharge properly if treated as a regular flooded or gel battery. An Optima has the benefit of very low internal resistance, which allows high amperage output as well as efficient recharge acceptance. This benefit also allows an Optima to run longer than its specified ratings and run to a voltage lower than typical flooded batteries. Sometimes this can lead to confusion when it comes to recharging a deeply discharged Optima. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the battery, but many basic battery chargers aren't designed to charge batteries with extremely low voltage. So, if your Optima is discharged below 10.5 volts, many chargers may not start up. Most high-quality modern battery chargers, like the Optima, now have built-in features to charge AGM batteries. Some have specific AGM settings which should be used to charge an Optima. Don't use gel or gel/AGM settings, as they will not fully charge an Optima and could damage it over time. Your best bet is to purchase the Optima Batteries Digital 1200. This charger is specifically designed to enhance the charging characteristics of an Optima and all AGM batteries. It'll recover batteries deeply discharged as low as 1.25 volts. Its microprocessor-controlled charging system not only charges Optimas, but all 12-volt lead-acid batteries. If you're charging with one of these traditional analog chargers, we recommend a maximum of 10 amps with a voltage range of between 13.8 and 15 volts. For float charging, we recommend a maximum of 1 amp with a voltage range of 13.2 to 13.8 volts. The Optima Digital 1200 has a maintainer function that automatically monitors and maintains your battery, depending on the type of battery you have connected. Under normal engine starting conditions, an Optima battery should never experience voltages of less than 10.5 volts. In these applications, most any 12-volt battery charger, old or new, will sufficiently recharge an Optima with at least 10.5 volts. Typically, we only see issues with charging when it relates to standalone deep cycle applications or if the battery has been severely discharged. Bottom line, under normal usage, where the Optima battery is not being deeply discharged, almost any battery charger will work just fine. How long do I need to charge my battery? First, make sure you know the rated capacity of the battery. For example, the Optima Red Top 34 is a 50 amp hour battery. Think of the 50 amp hour rating as the size of your energy fuel tank for storing electrical power. You're using the charger to fill the fuel tank. If you have a 10 amp charger, that means it will put 10 amps in each hour. So, for a 50 amp hour battery, charging at 10 amps, theoretically, that battery will be fully charged in about 5 hours. Now this assumes 100% efficiency in the charging process and that the charger will provide a constant 10 amps. In reality, most battery chargers don't provide a constant current throughout the charging process. The current tapers off during the charging process, so it may take up to twice as long depending on the charger. If you're going to purchase a new battery charger, it is very beneficial to get one that is microprocessor controlled and is designed to enhance AGM charging characteristics like the Optima Charger's Digital 1200. If the charger you select has a separate setting for AGM batteries, be sure to use it, as it will enhance the battery's performance and perhaps extend the battery life. There are some common consumer battery chargers that also have a gel or a confusing gel/AGM setting. Do not use this setting, as it will not fully charge an Optima and it will damage it over time. What are storage recommendations for Optima batteries? The most important consideration when storing any battery is to make sure the voltage never drops below 12.4 volts. If your battery is in an application where your vehicle isn't used daily and you don't use a battery maintenance device, there's a good chance that your Optima is never receiving a full charge. Starting your vehicle for short durations periodically during storage may actually be worse for the battery than just letting it sit. The energy used during storage and starting may actually exceed the energy you're putting back in, unless you actually take the vehicle out for an extended drive at freeway speeds for a decent amount of time. An Optima battery has a much lower self-discharge rate than conventional batteries, so it will maintain a higher voltage over time. However, an Optima battery, or any battery, will lose some of its voltage over time, and if there are any small electrical drains like an alarm, stereo memory, or GPS-based accessory, things like that, then you'll see this voltage drop much more quickly. High temperatures will also accelerate discharge rates. So, whenever possible, Store your battery in a cool, dry location. We recommend using the OPTIMA Charger's Digital 1200 built-in battery maintainer function to keep your batteries topped off and at full potential while in storage. The Digital 1200 not only maintains your battery, but over time also conditions it. This will greatly extend battery life. If it isn't possible to use a maintenance charger, make sure your battery is fully charged and disconnected from the vehicle when you put it into storage. That'll prevent small electrical drains from discharging the battery. Always provide a full charge with the battery charger prior to storage, and then check the battery voltage every 3 to 6 months. Charge the battery if it falls below 12.4 volts, and make sure the battery is fully charged before you bring your vehicle back into service. Remember, an OPTIMA battery is not a gel battery. It is an AGM battery, which is entirely different. Whether you're looking for a battery charger or a battery maintainer, it is very beneficial to get one that is microprocessor controlled and has AGM compatibility, like the Digital 1200. However, if you're using another brand of charger and if it has a separate setting for AGM batteries, be sure to use this setting with your OPTIMA batteries, as it will enhance the battery's performance and potentially extend the battery life. The most important thing to remember is that you will extend the life of any battery significantly by keeping the voltage up during storage. In today's market, the average consumer has so many choices to make when it comes to selecting a battery charger for their needs. Too often, the chargers available aren't really up to the task at hand. Today, I'll be demonstrating for you the OPTIMA Charger's Digital 1200 12-volt battery charger and maintainer. Today's demonstration is not intended to be a replacement for the manual. Please make sure that when you're operating any charger that you're following all manufactured supplied safety information and operating instructions to avoid any unforeseen complications or issues. Manufacturer safety information is found in the user manual. With the Digital 1200, the manual is available with the product in the box and online at optimabatteries.com. A few more do's and don'ts before we get started. When charging any battery, be sure to wear proper eye protection. Always charge batteries in well-ventilated rooms at least 18 inches off the floor. Never smoke in the vicinity of or introduce a battery to sparks or flames. And never attempt to charge any battery that is frozen, leaking, or damaged. Now, on with the demonstration. For years, we've heard people making comments about their chargers and how they just don't do what's required of them. Well, at OPTIMA, we've listened. We took all those factors into consideration and created the OPTIMA Charger's Digital 1200 12-volt battery charger and maintainer. This microprocessor-controlled charger will charge all types of 12-volt lead-acid batteries. It's designed to enhance the overall performance of high-performance AGM batteries, including OPTIMA, and will also charge traditional flooded batteries, from standard car and truck batteries to motorcycle and power sport batteries, and everything in between. For the purposes of the demonstration today, we'll be using an OPTIMA battery. Charging performance is maximized by optimizing the charging algorithms for high-performance AGM batteries or whatever other type of battery you have hooked up. It will also maintain and condition batteries when in a maintenance mode. It's specially designed to recharge deeply discharged batteries that have been discharged down to as low as 1.25 volts. It's also capable of detecting batteries that can no longer be safely recharged. The brains of the Digital 1200 make it really simple for anyone to charge a battery. OPTIMA has taken all of the guesswork out and simplified the input process with great user functions and features. After you've properly hooked up the battery you want to charge, the quick set selectors make getting started very easy. To charge, simply choose the type of battery you've connected, and the charger does the rest. If you want to maintain or do a pre-charge status check, choose that function from the other quick set selector. The Digital 1200's functional features include an intuitive user interface and a backlit, full-text LCD display that makes reading charging status easy in any light conditions. The LCD display features a battery fuel gauge that tells you battery status at a glance. The Digital 1200's display will show the voltage of a connected battery when in a pre-charge status mode. If you've selected a charging or maintenance mode, the LCD display will show voltage and amperage output during charging. OPTIMA's not only eliminated the guesswork, the The Digital 1200 charger is also designed to take the worry out of the process. If you hook up a battery and select the charge function, when the battery reaches a full state of charge, the Digital 1200 will automatically go into maintenance mode. Nothing to worry about even if you forget you had your battery on charge. After 30 days, and every 30 days thereafter, if left in maintenance mode, the Digital 1200 will implement a reconditioning mode and then return to maintenance. This is designed to help break up any sulfation that may start to occur on the battery plates. This will significantly extend the life and performance of any battery. Some of the other intuitive features are reverse polarity hookup protection. That means even if you make a mistake and hook the clamps up backwards, the Digital 1200 will warn you through a warning tone and go into a fault mode until the problem is corrected. No spark connectivity makes hooking up even the most temperamental batteries safer. So as you can see, the Digital 1200 is designed to be user-friendly and easier to use. But it doesn't stop there. Optima has taken the Digital 1200 further by incorporating a bunch of user features that make the charger that much easier and enjoyable to use. Amongst those features are this ergonomically designed overmolded handle and high-quality charging clamps that make hooking up a battery easier and more comfortable. The positive charger clamp has an integrated LED work light that will help you see in dark garages, engine bays, or battery compartments. The heavy-duty, highly flexible charging cables make working with the cables simple. And when it comes time to put it away, the built-in cable management channel and storage compartment make the Digital 1200 a snap and pleasure to deal with. No more mess of dealing with dangling cords like with these other chargers. The Digital 1200 also comes standard with a set of maintenance ring terminal connectors. These can be used in conjunction with batteries that remain in vehicles that are stored for extended periods of time, like boats, collector cars, motorcycles, or lawnmowers. The ring terminal's maintenance cables plug into the port on the side of the charger. The ring terminal maintainer mode is also easily selected from the quick-set selectors on the faceplate of the charger. Another great feature is the USB charger port, also located on the side of the charger. This port allows users to charge any type of device that requires USB compatibility, like cameras, MP3 players, tablets, and other such devices, including iPods, iPhones, and iPads. And the heavy, rubberized, overmolded base means no worries about where you set the charger down. As I hope is evident from this demonstration, Optima has designed and produced a charger and maintainer that is second to none in terms of functionality and usability. If you'd like to learn more or purchase an Optima Charger's Digital 1200, visit OptimaBatteries.com for information and purchase options. Thank you.